All right, let's talk about turning a fun idea into a real, profitable online business. Today, we're going to look at how something as simple as an animal puzzle can actually be a sneaky good business idea. We're going to break down the whole strategy step by step so you can see how to take a niche passion and make it pay. I mean, who hasn't thought about this, right? The dream of being your own boss, selling something you actually care about, it's super powerful. But then, there's the reality. That moment you try to turn the dream into a real working website, and suddenly it feels like this huge, intimidating jump. And yeah, this is exactly where that dream hits a wall. You're imagining all the creative fun, the freedom, but the reality is often just wrestling with tech stuff, getting totally stuck in analysis paralysis, and honestly, just feeling completely overwhelmed about where to even start. It's a common story. Okay, so let's get really specific and use a great case study. Animal puzzles. I know, they seem simple, right? But that's what makes them perfect. They're a fantastic example of a niche product with a surprisingly wide audience, which makes them the ideal blueprint for figuring out how to build an online business from scratch. All right, section one. First things first, we've got to talk strategy. Seriously, before you even think about a cool logo or website, you have to know who you're selling to, and more importantly, why they would buy from you. This part right here, this is the foundation for everything else. And this is the most important question you can ask. Think about it. Nobody is just buying a box of cardboard bits. No way. They're buying something else entirely, an experience, a solution to a problem. So what are the real reasons, the real motivations that make someone click buy?
Okay, check this out because this is where it gets really interesting. These are the actual reasons people are shopping. A parent isn't typing puzzle into Google, they're typing quiet gift for a kid that doesn't make noise. See the difference? An adult isn't just buying a hobby, they're buying mindfulness, a way to unplug from their phone. Understanding these buying moments is like having a secret weapon for all your marketing.
So the big takeaway here is this. Do not, I repeat, do not try to sell everything to everyone. You will sell so much more and so much faster if you specialize. You've got to pick a lane. Are you going to be the absolute go-to shop for those chunky first puzzles for toddlers? Or maybe you're the place for gorgeous high-end jigsaws for adults. When you choose a niche, you become an expert, not just another random store. Okay, section two. You know your customer, you've picked your niche. Perfect. Now it's time to actually build a shop that sells. And this is all about making it super easy and clear for people to shop so they feel confident hitting that buy button. You know, shopping for a puzzle can be surprisingly overwhelming. There are so many options. The trick is to give your customers a really clear path. You want them to be able to filter by age, then by how many pieces it has, and then by the theme. It's like you're guiding them by the hand right to the perfect product, instead of letting them get lost and frustrated. And hey, when it comes to picking themes for your puzzles, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just lean into what people are already looking for. Dinosaurs, farm animals, jungle scenes, ocean life, these are always popular for kids and for adults. Your job isn't to invent a new theme, it's to find and sell the absolute best versions of these classics. I love this. Think of this table as your ultimate cheat sheet. It connects the who, the buyer we talked about in section one, with the what, the product from this section. It makes so much sense, right? A teacher needs something totally different than someone just looking for a beautiful gift. Getting this match right, that is the absolute heart of selling in a niche. Okay, let's talk about something super important. Preventing returns. Because let's be honest, nobody likes them. And most of the time, they happen because the customer expected something different. A great product page is your defense against that. It answers all their questions before they even have to ask. You know, how big is it when it's done? Is it made of wood or cardboard? Is this actually good for a 6-year-old? Being crystal clear isn't just nice, it's really, really good for business. Oh, and this is one of my favorite tips. Don't just sell the specs, sell the experience. 500 pieces is just a fact. It's boring. But a cozy weekend puzzle, that's a feeling. That's an experience someone can imagine themselves having. It's a tiny change in words, but it makes a huge difference in helping someone connect with your product. All right, section three. So you've got your strategy down. You know who your customer is. You've even mapped out your products. But now we get to the big one, the final hurdle, the thing that honestly stops most people in their tracks, the technology. Let's tackle this head on. This really is the big one, isn't it? The tech. All the amazing ideas in the world can just die right here.
because building an online store feels so complicated, so expensive, so time-consuming. But what if it didn't have to be like that? Well, one really popular solution is what's called a done-for-you service. Basically, these companies are set up to handle all the technical stuff for you. They build the professional-looking store, get it online, and you don't have to touch a single line of code or learn web design. And what's great about this approach is that it usually gets rid of all the financial guesswork. Instead of a bunch of confusing monthly fees that add up, a lot of them just have one simple, flat fee for the whole year. It makes budgeting so much easier, and you don't have to worry about surprise costs. So what should you get in a package like this? Well, it should be way more than just a website template. A really good service is like a complete launch kit. We're talking the professional store build, a logo, your domain name, a business email, and getting all the payment stuff hooked up. Literally everything you need to open your doors and start selling from day one. And the benefits for someone just starting out are pretty huge. First, there's speed. You can be live in a few days, not a few months. Then there's the money. You want to look for services that take zero commission, so you keep what you earn. And finally, there's security. Things like a money-back guarantee and real human support take away almost all the risk of just giving it a shot. And so, here we are, right back where we started. That sneaky good business idea you've been thinking about, it's totally possible. Once you understand your customer and pick your niche, the strategy part just clicks into place. And when you find the right tech solution, that last big wall just crumbles. So really, the only question left is, what's stopping you?